Is this the tech booth tonight?
This is the tech booth.
What a fancy setup.
Yeah. And here's my super tech thing for tonight. As we do this. Double spotlight.
I'm visiting my grandmother who lives here as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, wow, welcome to Pittsburgh.
Thank you. I like being here.
Hi Todd, your seat's ready. Good.
Theater.
Right.
Yeah, my mom's a grandmother. She grew up in Monroe.
Kids are good, life is good, grandkids are good.
Yeah, we have, I can't tell you, Jan has her son who has two little girls, has a third one on the way.
Okay, it's exciting.
Her son and they have one, and then I have one of my kids has one on the way, the first of my kids. And they're both due the same week. June 1 and June 10. So, pretty excited about it, as long as they've been trying, you know, the too much stuff they can deal with.
That's the same people that are here all the time.
Well, Zelda and Leo are here all the time. The rest of these folks, Ed and Mara are here. So, not very so, but no, these are.
Why don't you go in and then I'll
Lieberthals are here. Because yeah, it's just a matter of that's Susan. Susan, mom's name is Susan Kling. That's Joel. Rob Lieberthal and their three kids. Yeah, so they're really interesting family. She grew up during the war. She converted. She homeschools.
Oh, you're median.
It's really good kids. Super good kids. Yeah.
Yeah, they do the French. I was going to say co-parents that certify their kids' education.
this way.
We can do that.
Just the cancer of the rabbi's on vacation. He was in Williamsburg. I don't know where he is now, but that's where he was. He was back in I don't know, man. So last Friday and tonight is the first Friday nights we've been in here. So, yeah, it was Dan Rabbi's first time in here.
Commenting, so I knew it was. I'm gonna retire for Yom Kippur.
Really?
He's gonna teach me.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
You should start.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yes. Last time was a sign. A little while ago.
How long ago was that?
Too long. This is double sign. That's what we.
Hey Frank. Hi Jay.
Frank, how are you?
It's not long. No. Late August.
Good time in Cleveland?
We had a really good time in Cleveland.
When you get back yesterday? or the day before?
Last night. Yeah, just went Wednesday and Thursday. This is Barry Jocelyn's.
I haven't seen Corey in a while.
Yeah. Hey Barry.
What's her name? No.
How are you? How are you? Happy New Year.
I'm sure that's true. Yeah, I was here last week. This is my co-pilot seat. I'm super busy. Okay.
Something I said?
What's really funny is like, since I do this just about every Friday night, I know other people that you let them in on Zoom and then you have to let them in at least 4 more times. Because I don't know what happens if they're in. There's like 2 or 3 people that you're constantly letting.
Are there ask permission to get in?
Yeah, there's a waiting room. So so the rabbi's father, like usually, it's like you have to let him in 4 times. This guy named Jonathan Lawrence Taylor, usually, yeah.
We had a little bit of lane trouble now, but Southwest had been fantastic. Supposedly, so they were sad. They were, I couldn't ask them to do that.
Where are you from?
We went through, we went
I don't know.
I think Southwest is the best one.
the first flight out, everyone was in, they said, there's a leak. And the pilot came out, was talking to everybody, and said, I'll be back. I said, we're not sure what's gonna happen with the people who cut the flights.
Yeah.
By the time we got the email,
They're very well, that place runs.
yeah. It was very, about an hour later.
Yeah.
They had
You were gonna stop?
I know you were. No, they stopped, they even changed the stuff on the way home. Non-stop, left on those. Those awesome. I wanted to check this. Yeah. I was hoping if these were some.
That's all right, you know what? I hated that. I was good at everything else I was doing. Not so good at that. I'm still a little like it.
That's what I always tell these parents and grandparents.
I should do that, like, we did actually bring.
You gonna admit somebody?
La 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 la.
this week. So we are gathered here together in this intimate space, and we're going to make that special a little bit later, and I will explain how. For now, we're going to turn to page 12. Tonight we guarded the books to make sure everybody got the same copies. We only had to put out, if you were here last week, we had to announce multiple page numbers. So we're just going to announce one set of page number. We join in together in Lacuna. To wish Shabbat Shalom to those near you, or to introduce yourself to anybody you haven't yet met. So, those who are this
You were a better wall than a window.
we will now turn to page 24 for Shalom.
I'll work with it.
You'll work with it.
Debbie Freeman used the Sephardic tradition in writing this setting of Shalom Aleichem. So instead of saying Seitchem l'Shalom, the angels shall leave, she used the Sephardic tradition, the words Shuvchem l'Shalom, that they shall return every week. Shuvchem l'Shalom, Na'ateh HaShalom, Na'ateh Yitkadah v'yitkadah shemei Rabbi Abadi Barach Rutei v'yamlich malchutei V'chayehon yomecho U'mayecho beit Yisrael V'amada U'mizman karev v'meru Amen Yeshmei Rabbi Korah Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yibar v'yitramam v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitadleh v'yitalal shemei dekudsha Leila mikol birchata v'shirata Tushechata v'lech nermata Rise in body or spirit or barak. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher nidbaro ma'ariv harabim v'chokhmah potech sha'arim u'bitmunah mishaleh itim u'machalim et hazmanim u'misater et hakochavim v'mishmerotehem berakia hirsono orei yom v'layla v'olei or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or Ma'amir yom u'me'vi laila, u'ma'avtil ben yom u'ben laila, Adonai Tzebaot Shemo, El Chai v'Kayam, Tamid lo chalinu v'olam v'ayeh, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'amari Ha'arim. Page 32. Torah mitzvot, Please be seated as we join together in the octave, page 36.
אשר אנוכי מצטרף היום לברך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובכנופיך ושרתם לעוז בבתיך והיו תותחות בין עיניך וצרתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם
Let's join together at on page 41. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles and earth protected and cherished, the gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of the world, the song of peace. We sing together, Michamocha, page 40. Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, God? We turn to page 43 as we join together at the top of the page. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from our storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live hope in our hearts and turn to give our cross. That we may lie down in peace and rise up again to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporesu kashalom aleinu, ve'kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. We turn to page 44 with these words reminding us of the occasion of Shabbat, Vishamru.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, v'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam le'ritolam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, v'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam le'ritolam. V'ni reina b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, v'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam le'ritolam. Kisheishes yamim v'asarai, asarai et hashamayim et haaretz. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, v'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam le'ritolam. U'bayom hasheni Shabbat v'yinafash, Shabbat v'yinafash, Shabbat v'yinafash. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, v'asot et ha-Shabbat le'dorotam le'ritolam.
We rise again for our Amidah, beginning on page 46, with our eyes and body of spirit. We join together.
Adonai Tzvazai Tirata, Adonai Tzvazai Tirata, U'pidei Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor VeHaNorah, Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Kornei HaChol, V'Zocher HaSe'alot Ve'ilahot, U'Migulani B'nei B'neihem, L'man Shemo Me'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magid Avraham, V'Terat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, V'Chayei Kol Hatzara V'Hoshia, Mashil HaRuach, Morid HaGashem, Mechakel Chayim B'Chesed, Mechayei HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim B'Rofei Chodim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayem Emunaso, Ishedei Afar, Michamocha Gevurot, U'Midom Melech, Melech Memis, U'Mechayem, U'Masmiach Yeshua, V'Ne'eman Atzah L'Chayot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechayei HaKol. Atah Kadosh V'Shivcha Kadosh, V'Kidoshim B'Kol Yom Ya'Baruch HaSelah, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
We continue silently through page 60, including the prayers of our own hearts. Please feel free to be seated at your own pace. Shalom Yisrael Amcha, Nasi Le'olam. Shalom Yisrael Amcha, Nasi Le'olam. Ki atah hu melech hador, Yevon HaShalom. Ki atah hu melech hador, Yevon HaShalom. Our thoughts turn to those in need of healing, healing of mind, body, and spirit. So we turn to page 253 for them to share off for healing. We think of Alex Botkin, Dana Green, Mel Kaufhold, Robert Sonnenberg, Tony Linder, Jean Fleischer, Rosalind Richmond, Zoe Holstein, Jess Berman, Olivia Hibble, Jennifer Dyer, Jen Whitby, Samara Gubler, Carolyn Schwartz, Shelley Gustafson, Justine Valenti, Fatia Edith, Sarah Pessa, Lial Chaim, Wilfred Williams, Helene Kessler Burke, Gary Kaplan, Cyril Wecht, Edna Fike. If there's anyone you are thinking of tonight to include for this blessing, please feel free to share at this time as we go around the room.
Anna Tarka.
Aaron Clark, Karen Link, Lois Reiner Millsap,
Sarah Pines.
Malkabat Tamar, Vivian McCarty.
Mel Weinstein, Jay Wax, John Tokarski, Melissa Fisher, Gail Neff, and Beth Ann Rush.
On Zoom, we have Kenny Baum, Rav, Rachel Bat Shmuel Ufruma, Nancy Tananis, Patricia Alshuth, and Michael Williams.
We join together in our words of Misha Barrel, page 250. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals those that are ill. Amen. And we will now go around the room. Actually, before we do that, we're going to turn to page 259. for our prayer for the state of Israel. Shalu Shalom Yerushalayim, Yishlayu Habayich. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you prosper. Avinu Shebashamayim, Sur Yisrael, Begoalo, Barech et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Tzmichat Yulatenu. O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who need advice, guiding them with your good counsels. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell. Amen. And now we will go around the room to share those simchas, those good things that have been happening lately in your lives. And anybody who would like to share, please speak loudly also so that those that are online can hear you. Start on this third. Look, Danny.
My brother came to Pittsburgh for the first time. We had a lovely 3 days together.
Oh, nice.
I'll move to this.
My granddaughter just went to Australia for a semester abroad.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Summertime there.
Okay.
Anyone else in this section? Alright. Move to this section. We'll do this whole section here.
Delilah got a new car today.
What did she get?
She got a red Subaru Forester.
I've just been released from my 2 concussion therapists, waiting for the doctor, so getting better finally.
Who watched them up?
Thank you.
Any news online?
Nothing. Very quiet tonight online.
So we'll join together in this prayer of Shehecheyanu, not only for these things, but also for good things to come in the new year of 2024, just around the corner. May it be a blessing, a blessed year for everybody. Shabbat Shalom. So this week's Torah portion is called Vayechi, which means "and he lived," referring to Joseph. And this is the last Torah portion of the book of Genesis. So tomorrow as we read, we will say Chazak, Chazak, V'ni Chazek, as we turn a new leaf in the Torah. This is also the end, not hard to figure out what's the end of the Joseph story, as it's ending the book. But the Joseph story is told over a period of 3 weeks, which makes it a special story because it's very stretched out in the Torah. And one of the Jewish Jeopardy facts that I love about Joseph, I just gave it away, I was asked the question, whose name is mentioned the most in the Torah after Moses? The answer is Joseph, which is maybe a little surprising to us. It's not Abraham, but it's Joseph. Any B'nai Mitzvah student of mine who's ever had one of these three portions, I've always given them the assignment to go and watch Andrew Lloyd Webber's Joseph, Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, because I want them to experience the story and all of its drama and its campiness. If you've seen the movie filmed version of it, it's like in-your-face campiness. Maybe it works a little bit better on the stage than it does on film. This week is literally the final ultimate scene of the musical. So, and by final, it means that in that moment, if you've seen it, Jacob comes to Egypt. It's like that last moment, and sees that Joseph is still alive. Jacob has believed that Joseph is no longer alive, hasn't seen him that whole time, and the confetti falls on the stage, and they move into their "Go Go Go Joseph" like dance routine, and the whole dance remix. So what the musical doesn't include is Jacob's blessing of Joseph's sons, and that is actually probably one of the most important and famous parts of this portion. You heard it before if you don't realize. It's the blessing that we give to children today, particularly on Shabbat, with the words Yisimcha Elohim ki Ephraim v'chi Menashe. May God make you like Ephraim and like Menashe, the two sons of Joseph. That's in chapter 48, verse 20 of Genesis. So there's a question as to why has that blessing become one of the most lasting blessings that we use from the Torah, alongside the other blessing that's very prominent is the priestly benediction, the threefold benediction, which is the Yivarechecha blessing found in the second portion and also of the book of Numbers. The blessing this blessing from Joseph's story, some point to this tradition as being unique because it's one of the only blessings where a grandparent is giving a blessing to their grandchildren, whereas the other blessings may be a parent, as in what we'll talk about in just a moment, as in Isaac giving the blessing that is stolen by Jacob, or the priests are giving the blessing to all the people in the priestly benediction. So we see this tradition of Lador Vador. The blessing is not given from generation to generation, all the way to the second generation. I will say for myself, I am extremely interested in Torah interpretation through language. I've always been drawn to that, and I always say that I would be a really good friend of Rashi, the medieval French rabbi. That was his particular focus. If you studied any of Rashi, if you read the Rashi's Daughters novels, if you don't know of those, you should read them, they're wonderful. Rashi always is trying to define words or put them into greater context and just dig a little bit under the surface. And in addition to that, I've always been also very drawn into how the words are chanted alone, in phrasing, in patterns that I see repeated in the trope. And out of that, I've created my own podcast called Tropeful. It's on hiatus at the moment, but those of you that have studied with me, even like in Musar class and such, probably heard me talk a bit about that and where these patterns weave things underneath the surface that are in the text. So in this portion, we see the name of Jacob being interspersed as both Yaakov and as his second moniker, Israel or Yisrael. It would take a lot of time to analyze all these places, to look at like where is used in the different contexts. One could do that, probably be like a doctoral dissertation or something for this portion. But one thing that I noticed immediately when looking at the section where it moves into the blessing, it immediately moves into referring to Jacob as Israel, and it sticks with that name, which was very interesting to see, like, oh, that makes that shift. And for me, there's something about the transformative connection of the story of Jacob going from Jacob to Israel. We see that as a transformation for him. And what he's doing here then with his grandsons, that he's trying to bring to them this transformative blessing. So Jacob not only is giving a blessing to both the grandsons, but in Jacob's common element as a trickster, if you know the story, you probably know, he switches up the ritual of placing what normally would be his right hand on the elder, and he places that on the head of the younger of the two, which is Ephraim. And we could say part of this is kind of a literary element, being that Jacob stole the blessing back earlier in Genesis, and here again, he's kind of switching up the blessings in the way that you may ultimately think they should be given out. It's noted immediately before that Jacob has lost his vision, and Joseph intervenes a few verses later to say no to Jacob, you've got it mixed up. Jacob immediately replies, no, this is my intention. And just as he stole the blessing from his brother, he has now put a twist on this blessing, and he believes that the younger brother, Ephraim, will rise up to be the greater of the two. Too bad for Menashe if you heard that while he was standing there. So all of this, as I was thinking about it today, has made me think about my connection with my grandparents, and thinking about what are the blessings that we carry from our grandparents, either ones that we knew or ones that we maybe didn't know, but we feel like we know something about them or something about the impact they've had on us or on our family, just maybe through stories that have been told or questions that we have asked. And from that, I want to kind of bring to you a moment that's very similar to my Musar class that I've been teaching for the last 5 months. And for those of you online, I'll give you a little bit of instruction how you can participate in this as well, since you're not here in this room. So Musar is a practice. It's a practice of focusing on values. And those values are called midot, that's plural, midah, singular. Midah literally means a value or a measure. And over the past handful of months, we've focused on a variety of different values of different midot. Some of them have been tied into the Jewish calendar. Some of them have just been ones that felt good for us to focus in on for a month. And so when we think about the values that our family members have brought to us, those are also midot that have been presented to our lives, and values that we perhaps may carry forward in terms of feeling that those are enriching to us and important for us to carry on, to pass on to our next generation. So what we're going to do, because we have too many people in this room for everyone to share all throughout here, we would be here until the service tomorrow morning. What I'm going to do is give you probably about 10 minutes to speak with someone who's nearby you. If you're online, I would recommend that you guys use the chat. If you unmute, probably won't be able to hear each other very well because of the sound that will be coming from the room here. But share online, you guys can all share at once. Here, sit with somebody that's nearby you and take a moment for one person to share something that you have taken from one of your grandparents, whether you knew them or not, and how that has impacted you. And think about what is the value that you carry forward. If you give like one word or phrase to that, the value that I hold with this memory or whatever I'm carrying with me is X. And then I will call out about 5 minutes from now to switch so that the other person can then, or other people, if you're talking in multiple groups, can then share. So we'll take about 10 minutes to do that. This is very much like what we do in our Musar class. And we'll give everyone the opportunity to share and to find something enlightening in that moment. So take a moment for yourselves, and I will let you go to it.
Actually, the brush that I use is very warm. I never used the marks. And so I was thinking about it. When you put brush, maybe because I was
The one that I knew.
Very quiet.
Then I remember that if she was the president, any of those things she started I was thinking about that today. The less scenarios.
Hello, everybody. We're going to mute our camera here for a moment. If you guys want to talk to each other, then you won't have the background noise. Feel free to discuss.
Hope you all had wonderful conversations. There's a lot of buzz in the room, so that must be good. If we can just go around and just share as much as just share your value that you are holding on to, and we will take all these values that we are carrying with us this year and every year forward into the new year. If you can just share what that value was.
Sense of humor and value.
Yes.
Patience in a fast-paced world.
Living each day to its fullest. Frugality.
Positivity.
Intentionally passing down family heritage.
Being intentional about bringing family together.
Optimism, looking on the bright side. Determination.
Family.
Family.
Philanthropy and valuing Judaism.
Love. Special love of family.
Giving on to others even when you don't always find it yourself.
Sense of humor.
Be present. Hospitality.
Calmness.
Family and family values being passed down.
Responsibility to help other people in lots of different ways.
Being kind and considerate and loving and enjoying life every day and having the blessings to be able to come and enjoy life and share your thoughts and feelings with other people.
Frugality.
Generosity and value and Judaism.
Honesty.
Being tough.
Of music and Judaism.
Any interesting things that we have online there?
Helping other people. Hold on a second. To get it back. Helping other people through B'nai B'rith. She helped survivors after the war, sending care packages to them.
Excellent. Thank you so much for going on that journey together, and hopefully that is something that will give good momentum to you to carry forward into this year to come. We have our services as usual tomorrow morning, beginning with Torah study at 8:30 and our service right here as usual at 9:15. You can check your announcements, handout for all other things that are coming up in the new year. There's a lot happening, including the Purim spiel. I'll give a shout out for that. We're signing people up at this very moment, starting rehearsals on January 21st. I literally finished the last page of writing it. It's called Barbie. Purim Goes Pink. We'll be premiering, the one and only premiere on Saturday, March 23rd. There's parts for everyone who wants to participate, big and small. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're interested, it's for all ages. So,
Next Friday, we'll be back in the sanctuary. It'll be mostly musical Shabbat.
yes. Thank you to our greeters, to Susan and to Rita. Thank you for guarding the books to make sure we got the right books. So we're going to move toward the end of our service now, beginning on page 282 with Alleluia as we rise in body or spirit.
Alleluia Shabbat Adon Hakol, Vaseidu Yosef Rishit, Shalom Sanctuary Haratzot, Velos Samadu Krishmatot Salam, Shalom Samkelkenu Kanem, Vegol Aleinu Kechol Haolam, Vanatu Korim, Umishachabim Umotim, Lifnei Melech, Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'ne'emar, V'haya Adonai, V'melech al kol haaretz, Hayom hahu, Hayom hahu, Ki Adonai echad, U'shemo,
We think of those whose time of yahrzeit has come: Harry Abrams, Anita Arkin, Elsie Bain, Philip Baskin, Joanne Beck, William Belkoff, Esther Berger, Arnold Berman, Michael Blackman, William Brodsky, Benjamin Brody, Alvin Buncher, Gino Busotti, Catherine Busotti, Anne Schiff Cooper, Ruth Dana, Trina Daniels, Ethel Fairman, Dorothy Fine, Beverly Fellman, Walter Fink, Jack Franzos, Louis Gelman, Molly Goldberg, Isaac Goldzer, Joseph Greenberg, Carol Greenberg, Naomi Hofkush, Regina Horowitz, Brian Michael Kalla, Joseph Kalla, Ethel Kalmanson, Dr. Robert Kaplan, Lee Kaiser, Andrew Klein, Ruth Byman Kravitz, Arthur Victor Krieger, Lucille Kudrick, Hannah Kushkin, Ruth Licht Lasser, Rose Lesher, Harry Levine, Ruth Levine Penner, Frank Lichtenberger, Edith Lichtenberger, Lenore Light, Robert Lippman, Charles Lipsitz, Elizabeth Lowy, Samuel Marcus, Alan Marcus, Norman Miller, Michael Hollis Mulvey, Taylor William Nathan, Lois Schweitzer Pellet, Judith Pollock, Susie Post, John Reiber, Rhoda Rulin, Samuel Schreiber, Lillian Shackman, Harry Shackman, Solomon Schaefer, Rita Sidman, Dorothy Louise Small, Marlene D. Smith, Meyer Snyder, Martin Solomon, Marion Spoorer, Rebecca Spokane, Barbara Stein, Nathan Tolstoy, Samuel Waters, Joseph Wine, Ruth Tabor Woods. And we think of those who are recently departed: William Kaleo, Cantor Judith O'Fort, Timite, Rashid Bashloshim, Shanar Yartzeit that I've not yet mentioned. Please feel free to add their name at this time.
Jim Parker, he died 2 days ago, my cousin's husband.
And any online. We rise together as we join Kaddish Shalom, page 294.
Yitzbarach v'yishtabach v'yizbachar v'yizromah v'yiznaseh v'yizhatar v'yizaleh v'yizalavav shnei v'yishah b'richu ve'elah v'yikol v'yirchatza v'shiratza v'yishvachatza v'nechemasa ta'amiram v'yalva v'yimru amen v'yishtam ha'rava v'yishmaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen Oseh shalom v'yimramav hu yaseh shalom and
we are going to turn to page 321 as we join this highly traditional melody, Pratim Olam, the most traditional ever for today, right?